Hello everyone and welcome to Crowdin. In this short video, we're going to show you how to translate your content using the Crowdin plugin for Figma. With the Crowdin plugin, you can easily use localized text from Crowdin directly in your designs, saving time for both designers and developers. To integrate Crowdin and Figma, you'll need to have a Crowdin Enterprise account or Crowdin.com account and an already created Crowdin project. To start using the Crowdin plugin for Figma, the first thing you need is to go to your Figma account. You can use the plugin in both the web and desktop versions of Figma. Go to Community. In the search bar, you need to look for Crowdin for Figma. Click Try In, choose a file, and run the plugin. Now we need to log into our Crowdin account. For that, we need a personal access token and an organization name. You can generate a token in the account settings. So let's switch to Crowdin to get this information. We go to Account Settings, Access Tokens, and New Token. Here you need to specify its name and scopes, which define the access for your token. Click Create, copy the key, and paste it into our authorization form. Also enter your organization's name. It applies only if you have a Crowdin Enterprise account. Click Connect. The next thing you need is to select the project you'd like to work with and where you're going to upload your Figma files and strings to. So click the drop-down menu and choose a project from the list. Select the type of content you're going to work with. It can be either UI localization or marketing visuals localization. I will skip this step to show you both. Select the specific branch that your content will be uploaded to. If your Crowdin project doesn't have branches, leave it empty. Next, you can choose a key naming pattern or create a custom one. This pattern will be used to generate identifiers for the source strings you add to Crowdin. You can also enable override existing translations, so every time you upload translations from Crowdin, they will override the ones you have already uploaded. If it's not enabled, then new pages will be created with iterated names for each target language. If you use the camel case key, the keys for the source strings you add to Crowdin will be generated in the camel case style. And on the top left, we have two more tabs, Strings and Pages. For better understanding, let's move to my prepared designs. Here I have a simple mobile UI design. Let's run the plugin. Now we're in the Strings tab. You can use the Strings tab when you want to localize UI and work on dynamic pages with your development or marketing teams. It helps to create strings and push them to the Crowdin project in a way so that developers can use them in the development process. Let me show you how to use this tab. Here we have a list of available strings from Crowdin. I have them here because I have uploaded a file with strings to my Crowdin project before. So with this workflow, you will need to have a file to store all the created strings from Figma. But the easiest way to take all of these strings is to connect some DVCS integration. We need to select the whole frame, multiple frames, or the needed strings on the frames, and click the plus button. So here we have all our strings. If I want to delete some of them, I just click here. When adding multiple strings, you may want to select Auto-Link Existing Strings. This feature automatically compares the text to existing content in Crowdin and links if there is a match. Missing keys will be created and duplicated text will be merged. Make sure to keep Send Screenshots selected. As a result, the Crowdin plugin for Figma will upload screenshots along with the source strings. Screenshots are a great additional context for translators. To add labels to the strings, you will need to select them from the label drop-down menu and choose one. Then we choose a file that we want to upload our strings to and click Submit. Now those strings are linked to the text in Designs. To find them in the list, you could use the search bar and find them by entering their names. Or you can use the Filter tool and select Show Strings linked to selected text elements. You can edit all the strings by clicking the pencil button, and here you can get more information about the needed string. You can also link your source strings to some text in Design. Select the text layer to which you want to add text and click the link icon next to the needed string. After using the source strings from Crowdin in your designs, they become linked with the text fields. And you can preview translations for these strings in Figma and upload screenshots for them to your Crowdin project by clicking here. You can link a single Crowdin string to one or multiple text fields in Figma. To unlink the string, right-click on the link icon. Confirm. Now let's go check how our strings appear in the Crowdin editor. So we go to our project, choose a language, and open our file. Here are all our strings. For the linked strings, we can also see screenshots. It's much more convenient for translators as they can see what part of a design is being translated and where it is exactly located on the design. Now let's go back to Figma and preview our translated strings. It can be done in two ways. We can preview the translation in the current page and in a duplicated page. When previewing in the duplicated page, a new page with the translated design version will be created. Here is one more useful feature. If you click Create with Key Names, the plugin will create a new page with our design. But instead of strings, there will be key names, which can be used in development. Then, if you choose the pseudo-localization feature, you can test whether your application is ready to be localized using pseudo-localization. This feature allows you to simulate how the application's UI will look with the different languages to check whether the source strings should be modified before the project localization starts. So let's choose a frame and let's apply it to our selected frame. Let's see how it looks. Now let's view the design in the current page. I select the target language, or I can choose all languages and click all frames or selected frames. So this is my design version translated to French. If I want to go back to the source language, I choose it in the same window and again apply it to my selected frame. Now let's move to the Pages tab. For that, I will go to another project, rerun the plugin, and go to Pages. So here you can translate non-dynamic content that doesn't change very often and is not used in development, like banners or some marketing assets. Let us translate the banner that I have. You can select frames that you want to be translated, or if you want to translate all of them, you can click all frames. Now let's go back to Crowdin to check how my banner appears to translators. My manager wouldn't typically visit this page very often. I just wanted to show you that Crowdin tries to provide as much contextual information to translators as possible. So this is my banner in the Crowdin editor, rendered as accurately as possible. Let's switch to Figma again and see the translated version of our banner. Let's choose a language and let's apply it to the selected frame. So the Crowdin plugin created a page with our translated banner version. Now I can see that in this language version, my button is too small for the text. I can fix it right away. The banner looks pretty good, right? And that's it. Now you know how to use the Crowdin plugin for Figma. But there is a lot more to discover. With Crowdin's vast area of features, you can officially translate your content into many different languages. Find the link in the description below to start your free Crowdin trial. Thanks for watching.